Washington and Zeller are in the middle. And it's Hayward. Then there's Monk. And it's Graham in at the 1 spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar-level game.
And, you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
Free throw good. Giannis.
Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. The efficiency of Giannis, Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
Monk, the pass to Zeller, and here is Graham. Lopez covering, just 5 on the clock. 17-foot shot on the way. That one goes in, and Milwaukee has possession. Fires the 3, nailed from three-point land.
And with Lopez, he has such a soft touch from outside with his jump shot. One of the best shooting bigs in the league.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Monk with the ball, now guarded by Giannis. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. On offense, here are the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. The floater. The Hornets pull it in.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Monk dishes to Graham. Pass to Hayward. Jacks up a 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look. And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Poked away, unhindered, going all the way. Here's DiVincenzo, and he converts the layup. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Hayward outside. To the middle. Here's Washington. That one's off, still out of sync. Giannis inside. Graham defending, and Giannis gets it to go on the assist by Middleton.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming. the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Last season, he played outstanding, putting in about 27 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Hornets trail by 9. Hayward, left side. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And he banks in the layup. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket tonight.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Monk, no one around him, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Nothing quite as good as seeing Monk shoot that 3-ball. I mean, fantastic. Measuring those long-range shots up and knocking them down.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Hayward outside, lets it go with a 3. And it's the Hornets another 3.
A tough cover out there. You want to close out hard on Hayward, but you also have to respect his ability to take you off the bounce.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Five on the clock. Outside Holiday. The Bucks getting another chance here. Antetokounmpo, no good. Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to Miami. Here's Monk. The rebound by Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 7. The offensive rebound. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Shooting 1.
On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question, I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
He hits both from the stripe.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Outside Holiday. Inside. Here's Giannis. Rebound, Gordon Hayward.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Graham surveying the floor. Passes it to Washington. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Here's DiVincenzo. Graham defending. Shoots from the high post. Offensive rebound. Holiday gets the bucket.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Graham with the ball. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Zeller against Lopez. Shot by Zeller, no good. Bucks leading by 8. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Feeds to Lopez. Here's DiVincenzo. Defended by Hayward, and Hayward with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Here's Giannis. He's got 8. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Well, they've got to take a stand and commit to controlling their defensive backboards. These second chance buckets are killing them.
Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. Over the last decade or so, the Hornets haven't had a lot of success, Clark, in the draft.
Well, you take a look at it, guys, and they've traded away a multitude of picks, and picks that have turned into guys like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tobias Harris, 2 outstanding young players. They've missed on the picks they've kept. I think they've got to do a better job of building from within.
Throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Hayward laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hayward's got 7 points in the game.
And as a wing player, Hayward's just so good at attacking the basket. I think that's a big part of what makes him special. Doesn't take much of an opening for Hayward to make his move.
Lets it go from the wing, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 14 points for Giannis.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Hayward looking over the floor, and Hayward with the stuff.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Knocked loose. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 14. 14 feet away, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And there's the pass to Bridges. Hayward against Giannis. Hayward kicks to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Monk for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now Graham. Clock at 6. It's good from about 19 feet. Hayward's got 11 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Lopez outside, and there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's his first foul. Terry Rozier's checked in for the Hornets. Here's DiVincenzo. Rozier defending. Mark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
When you watch the Hornets play, you can expect a very controlled game.
Yeah, you know, they don't push too much and make silly mistakes. Fantastic when it comes to minimizing turnovers, controlling the pace. They've been one of the best teams at keeping turnovers down since 2014.
Here's Monk. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Monk's got his second basket of the game.
Monk, a nice finisher around the basket now, using his quickness to get past defenders on the drive.
The wide open look here for Lopez. The three-pointer off the mark.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Zeller passes to Rozier. That's tipped. Clock at 6. To the left side wing. Monk for three. He doesn't hit that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Down low. Here's Giannis. Off on the layup.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Now, here's Monk, guarded by Holiday. Hayward outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And here we can check the story out on Terry Rozier, how he performed last season. He was around 9 points per last year, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
The free throw drops by Hayward.
You know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The Hornets also with a sub. Biombo's checked in. Hayward hits them both. 1:04 left to play in the first quarter. Holiday looking over the floor. Kicks it to Ilyasova for the three. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And the Bucks lead by 11.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
Here's Monk. Here's Bridges. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Middleton. Rozier against Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc. Lopez, no luck.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up. Already, they piled up 8 second-chance points.
Beasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
For Milwaukee, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
One shot.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
And here is Monk. From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 5 player. With his skill set and physical tools, he can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
Early on, guys, excellent work on the boards here. I mean, you got to like those second chance points they're getting.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. Ilyasova out there with Williams, and it's Holiday in at the 1. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Middleton. Misses off the left iron. Hornets trail by 12.
Tell you what, time is moving on now. When you think about Nick Batum, has been in the league a decade now. Wow. Throughout his career, this guy's been consistent in terms of his versatility and production.
The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Batum, Clark, that versatility is what makes him so great.
Well, you know, if you need him to score, he can. If you need him to create and rebound, he can do that too. He's just a very versatile player. It seems like every season Batum is able to plug in and play a different role and do it at a high level.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for Gordon Hayward. Both free throws good from Batum.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Holiday finds Williams. Outside Matthews. Now here is Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. And the Bucks miss again.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Bridges. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Bucks leading by 10. To the paint. Here's Williams. And Williams throws it down.
Showing the amber light has not yet come on in his fuel tank. Williams, you got to respect his athleticism.
Rozier the pass to Hernan Gomez. At the top of the key, Bridges. Rozier looking around. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And Holiday kicks to Williams. Down low, here's Middleton, and that's good. Lead pass to get it done. Middleton's got the lead up to 14 now for Milwaukee. So Rozier will bring it up for Charlotte. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Hernan Gomez. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's his first foul. Bucks leading by 14. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Ilyasova dishes to Matthews. Shoots over Batum, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Rozier against Williams. Knocked away. For 3. Hernan Gomez. Tipped back in for 2.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under Coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. Here's Williams, and the slam by Williams.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the Hornets call time here. Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs, and plenty of micro-analysis to go around. But some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say, so you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot blocking. Just because you don't block a shot, that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken. Effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes.
The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. 5th is Drew Holiday.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Here's Batum. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Far from just a perimeter shooter, I like seeing Batum go to work in the painted area.
Holiday, the pass to Ilyasova. Middleton with it, defended by Batum. Middleton can't get it to go.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Matthews against Batum. Pass to Bridges. Here's Hernan Gomez. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Bucks leading by 12. Passes it to Matthews. Outside Holiday. Williams kicks to Holiday. with some arc. It's Biombo with the rebound.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Batum passes to Rozier. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his first foul. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
Bridges kicks to Rozier. On the wing, Batum. He's covered by Matthews. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Batum. Holiday, the pass to Ilyasova. The pass to Middleton. The kick out to Matthews. Can they get it? Hornets with the rebound. Rozier with the ball. He's coming off a 40-point game against the Heat in Miami. Here's Batum. That one doesn't drop. The Bucks go the other way with it. At one point, they led by 16. It's Matthews on the wing. And that one goes long.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And finish off by Hernan Gomez.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Back to Ilyasova. The Bucks need to get a shot off here, but they get it back. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Out left to the wing. Bridges, no one around him. The second effort. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Hernan Gomez.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Rozier against Holiday. They need this one. Hornets with the rebound. Hernan Gomez has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Bridges kicks to Rozier. Batum scanning the floor. Charlotte moving it around. The kick out to Rozier. Right wing for 3, Bridges. Here's Biombo. And finally they hit one. Biombo's got his first points in this one.
Hey, Kevin, you know it's true. No substitute for hard work on the offensive boards, and that's what Biombo's doing there. Always a threat to peel off those offensive oranges.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
You look at a player like Bismack Biyombo, and I love his presence in the paint. A real rim protector because he's not only got length, but he's also got jumping ability and some girth as well.
different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Williams. Pat Connaughton comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. Here's DiVincenzo. Rozier defending. To end the cold streak, drains it from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo's got 9.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Rozier. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the wing on the left. Here's DiVincenzo. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. And now it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And the rejection by Giannis. To the middle. Here's Connaughton. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And that one's good from Connaughton.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Graham, the pass to Hernan Gomez. That shot missing. Giannis with some nice D. Poked loose. Now Hayward. He's got 13. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Rozier.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Charlotte has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And the shot goes down. Bucks leading by 6. Pass to Ilyasova. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
Dependable at moving the ball. It doesn't stick with him. Ilyasova is all about doing what's best for the team.
There's 1:17 left here in the second. And it's blocked.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got 8 here in the quarter. Hornets trail by 10. Rozier kicks to Graham. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in, and a switcher also for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Giannis high post. He's got 18, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the call. Charlotte the foul. He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
First free throw is good.
Hey, if you had a list of the most athletic players in the NBA and did a roll call, it would be not long before you got to Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak is the real deal. No
good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Trailing here by 8. And it's Graham missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lopez finds Giannis. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, another turnover there. But, guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball.
Hayward against Middleton. And here's Hayward. 13 points in the game. From deep three-point range. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 19 points. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Hornets, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Then it's Hayward, then there's Monk, and it's Graham in at the point. Here's Holiday. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Holiday's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Bucks. Graham with the ball. Knocks it loose. 6 on the shot clock. And the layup's good off the glass. Graham's got 9.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo.
Hey, yo, right here.
Giannis inside. Outside Holiday. Offensive rebound. Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Hey, Brook Lopez getting after it. He is one of the better offensive rebounders in the game.
Hornets trail by 10. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Monk for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
To the inside, here's Lopez, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's 10 points for Brook Lopez. Graham, the pass to Washington. Hayward with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. The Hornets pull it in. Washington's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now, here's Monk. D right on him. Passes to Graham. At the elbow, Zeller. The dish to Monk. Great D that time from Middleton.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's DiVincenzo. 14 points for him. Tries from 16 with 1 on the clock. And Giannis throws it down.
Really? You know what? Trying to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough assignment because he's long and he can leap.
Graham, the pass to Zeller. He dishes it to Hayward. Back to Zeller. Antetokounmpo against Hayward. Inside. Washington. Count it. Washington's got his second basket of the night.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. A lot of smart guys playing in the NBA right now, Clark. Any that you spot that could be a great future head coach in this game?
There are so many of them, Kevin, when you spend time around guys and watch how they carry themselves on the court. Usually you look at point guards because they're quarterbacks and coaches on the floor in many cases. CP3, I don't know if he has a desire to coach, but he certainly talks and feels the game as a coach. And Mike Conley, I think he too has the type of cerebral approach to the game that could lend itself to coaching.
That's an excellent starting list. The first free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. Hornets trail by 10, and we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season, but for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. The pass to Monk. Shoots the 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
You've got to be up on Monk all the time. I mean, even when the pass has not gotten to him yet, you need to be there before it arrives because he's ready to let it go when he catches it.
The kick out to Holiday. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Graham, the pass to Washington. Hayward against Giannis. And Hayward with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now, here is Holiday. He's got 10. Here's DiVincenzo. Shoots over Graham, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Cody Zeller. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 10 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one.
Boy, that sounded like Greg Anthony stealing a little bit of Kevin's thunder. I know this guy's hoping to rouse his teammates for sure with that one.
He is, and Greg sounded better saying it than I did. And the Hornets call time here.
Cody Zeller, his level of activity is really contagious. I mean, that's what I love about his game. Excellent hustler on both ends of the floor. And he does a lot of good work just by staying active.
Wesley Matthews checked in for the Bucks. And then for Charlotte, Biyombo comes in for Washington. And it's Bridges in for Gordon Hayward. To the middle. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And with Zeller and his activity, you see it on the glass as well.
Yeah, you look at Zeller, and he's a guy who really doesn't do anything great, guys, but he does everything really well. And to have a big guy like that is really valuable.
Lopez dishes to Giannis. The shot from the low post is good. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
Man, he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
Now, here's Monk, guarded by Holiday. Now, Biyombo, pass to Graham, 4 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's DiVincenzo. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got 4 assists now tonight. And here is Graham. 9 points in the game so far. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the layup. Graham's got 11.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Floats it up for Giannis. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And the Bucks lead by 12.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look. Switch.
Ball's knocked loose, and here we go. Here's DiVincenzo. Lays it in off the breakaway. DiVincenzo's got 4 points in the quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Bucks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Matthews scanning the floor. Lopez outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Monk for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Holiday. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Matthews against Bridges, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Milwaukee making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in, and a switch here also for Charlotte. Rozier, he's checked in for Monk. Graham with the ball. He's got 11. Shot clock at 5. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Pass to Connaughton. He feeds it to Lopez. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Now here's Zeller. Passes it to Rozier. Shot clock at 6. And blocked by Lopez.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Here's Graham, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Graham's got 13 points. Milwaukee leading by 15. Right side out of Antetokounmpo, and stolen by Zeller. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Rozier. Count it. He has 6.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And the pass to Connaughton. Here's DiVincenzo. Rozier defending. And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here's Connaughton, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Matthews trying to get open as Lopez. And Matthews gets it to go. Matthews has got his second bucket of the night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Robin Lopez has checked in for Brook Lopez. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Graham, 6 to shoot. Here's Bridges. That one doesn't go. Good D by Giannis. Matthews, no one around him. Here's DiVincenzo. It's rebound.
Too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Here's Zeller. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Rozier. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. That one's not going to go. And so it's Milwaukee taking a 19-point lead into the break. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Back right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Antetokounmpo. We've got Matthews. Robin Lopez out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guards. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Hornets trail by 19. Now Graham. Lopez with the block.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And here is Graham, and the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size, nightlife for some guys is important. business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles. Season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We had been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
Pass to Zeller. Down low. Graham with the bucket.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis to the inside, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Giannis has got 4 points this quarter.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Hayward outside. No good on that one, and Milwaukee will come the other way. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Miami Heat.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is the chance to create some separation.
First one falls for him. Clark, last season we saw more of the global game series from the NBA. A couple games in Mexico, one in England. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it really is, because I actually 6 years ago had a chance to be with the Pacers in the global games in the Philippines and then Taipei, Taiwan with the Rockets. Great experience for the players and the organizations. It's an additional level of travel, no doubt, about a week to 10 days where you're in another country, but it's great for the game and it's great for the fans in those countries.
Rozier against Giannis. Now, here's Rozier. He's tightly guarded, 5 to shoot.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
Bucks leading by 23. Here's Middleton. He can't get that one to fall. Hayward with some nice D.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Rozier, and it's sent back by Lopez. Rozier against Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Washington. Goes back up. Good D by Lopez. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Here's Connaughton. They get it back. Lopez finds Giannis. Back to Lopez. Over Zeller. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Giannis. Lopez has got his first points of the night.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And there's the pass to Graham. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow. Impressive.
And the Hornets call time here. Clark, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this area.
They sure have, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the international reach through what coaches in this country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game. Not just coaches, but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally.
A different look for Milwaukee. Brown is checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Frank Jackson in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Hornets making a change here. Rozier against Jackson. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his 5th foul.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
And the Hornets making a change here. Martin's checked in. Here's Bacon. Pass to Batum. 5 on the clock. Looking to end the run. And the Hornets miss again. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. There's the feed to Antetokounmpo. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Antetokounmpo's got 40 points. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Martin against Jackson. And it's Martin missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Left side, Batum. No good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Feeds it to Giannis. There's another rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Kicks it to Martin. To the paint. Here's Washington, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Martin against Jackson. Clark, for a couple of years now, the NBA has released the last 2 minutes report detailing missed calls in any game. Does it hurt the officials to have that information out there?
I don't think it hurts. It's not always comfortable, but I like the transparency of the move. I really do. I think when we're transparent about the human nature of what we do as broadcasters or referees or players or coaches, I think it makes for a better product. So I'm in favor of that.
He's looking for Giannis and finds him.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Outside, Martin passes it to Hernan Gomez. Back to Martin. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Now the pass to Connaughton. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
It's really easy to understand why this team thinks so highly of Antetokounmpo. I mean, a smart player, he takes high percentage shots, and he's team first in his approach.
Hernan Gomez passes to Martin. He gets that one. Martin's got his first bucket of the night.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Connaughton. Clock at 6. Lopez inside. Hernan Gomez on him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The massive size of Lopez just puts defenses in a pickle. When he's that close, you just have to foul him. And James Borrego, in his second year as head coach, wants an offense that relies on quick decision-making. They are looking to attack defenses early.
And, you know, that kind of offense, Greg, is one that's not easy to put into place. You've got to trust the players, and the players have to trust each other, and the players have to make good decisions. It's a steep learning curve, but I really think it's the ideal way to play once you get it all ironed out.
The first one falls. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on a championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
And for Sterling Brown, he is still developing, but you can see, Clark, where he can be valuable.
I love his game. Watched him a lot when he was at SMU, guys, and he's got all the tools you want on the defensive end. His strength, his activity, his savvy. The offensive side, still a work in progress, but he's got skills there, too.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. Clark, any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things, incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories, but I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for Milwaukee. Jackson kicks to Lopez. Corver against Martin. Brown wide open. He fires. Knocks down the three ball. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Corver, a team-first guy. When one of his guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
And it's Martin penetrating. Here's Hernan Gomez, and he lays it straight in. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Jackson dishes to Lopez. Williams with the ball. Outside Jackson. From the arc. And another three for Milwaukee.
Boy, good pass there from Williams. Not known for his passing, but I think he's got to keep hitting his guys with these kinds of passes.
Here's McDaniels. Pass to Hernan Gomez.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside Jackson. Left side Korver. Pulls it up. Batum grabs the miss. The Hornets shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tired. In the corner, it's Martin. That one's good from the corner.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Jackson passes to Williams. Brown feeling it out a bit. Batum with the steal.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bucks.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated, 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
Well, they're going to finish, like you said, 4-0 against them, and you're right, very impressive.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
And the first one drops. Mark, the max contract didn't exist when you were playing. Is it something that should be up for debate?
Well, it's a function of the economics of the league now, and in theory, there's some reasons why you have max contracts, because a guy has earned that opportunity, a way to keep a star player or a max contract player with the same team, I think is part of the reasoning behind it. I mean, debating it and talking about it is probably something that makes some sense. If you're thinking about getting rid of it, I'm not so sure.
Now here's Korver. Bucks passing it around. Here's Jackson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Outside Martin. Fades and shoots. Here's Zeller, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Jackson against Batum. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Brown.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Brooke, congrats on the win. The bench was huge tonight. How big were they?
You know, we have such a great starting unit, and I think our second unit gets overlooked a lot. You know, they come in, I honestly think they're better than a lot of the first units of the league.
Well, you all helped win the game tonight, Brooke. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.